In a small town where everyone knew each other, there was a beloved diner owned by a strong and caring black woman named Marie. Her diner was more than just a place to grab a bite. It was the heart of the community. Marie always made sure that everyone felt welcome, serving up not only delicious food, but also kindness and understanding. People would gather there to share stories, celebrate birthdays, and even seek advice during tough times. Marie believed in standing up for what's right, and her values reflected in the way she ran her business. She often hosted local events, encouraging unity among the diverse townsfolk. Her walls were adorned with pictures of smiling customers and notes of gratitude from regulars. This warm atmosphere made her diner a safe haven for many, where laughter echoed and friendships blossomed. Little did Marie know, her strong sense of justice would soon lead her into an unexpected situation that would change everything in her town. One sunny afternoon, things took a shocking turn at Marie's diner. A group of bikers pulled up outside, and among them was a Hell's Angel member known as Jack. As the bikers gathered, some police officers arrived to investigate what they claimed was noise from bikes. Tensions quickly escalated when the officers accused Jack of causing trouble, despite his peaceful demeanor. The situation became heated as police began to surround him, demanding he leave. Patrons inside the diner grew uneasy, watching through the windows as they gripped their coffee cups, unsure of what would happen next. Marie stepped outside, her heart racing but her determination unwavering. She knew that Jack had always been respectful during his visits, and she couldn't stand by while he faced unfair treatment. As she approached the scene, a sense of bravery filled her. "You can't treat him this way," she shouted, speaking up for the biker who had done nothing wrong. Her voice echoed in the air, capturing the attention of everyone around. This moment marked the beginning of a surprising chain of events that would ripple through their small town. As Marie stood before the gathering crowd, her heart raced, but she felt a sense of purpose wash over her. She had always taught her children and patrons that standing up for what's right was essential, no matter the odds. With a deep breath, she stepped closer to the police officers and firmly stated, "Jack hasn't done anything wrong. He's just enjoying a day with friends." Her voice was steady despite the tension surrounding them. The officers paused, surprised by her boldness. Marie could see the disbelief in their eyes, but she pressed on, reminding them of the community they served. "We all know each other here. Jack is part of our town, just like everyone else." The diners inside the restaurant began to murmur in support, rallying behind Marie's words. Her bravery ignited a spark of courage in those watching. Suddenly, it wasn't just Marie standing up for Jack. It was an entire community ready to defend one of their own. This act of defiance transformed the atmosphere from fear to empowerment, setting the stage for what was to come. As Marie stood her ground, the patrons inside the diner exchanged glances filled with disbelief and admiration. Some were already on their feet, whispering words of encouragement, while others held their breath, hoping for a peaceful resolution. The once quiet establishment buzzed with energy as more people gathered by the windows to witness the unfolding scene. One regular, an elderly man named Mr. Thompson, was the first to speak up. "Marie's right. We all know Jack, and he's done nothing wrong." His voice rang out, prompting nods and murmurs of agreement from others. The diners felt a surge of pride for Marie, who had always treated them like family. The atmosphere shifted as they began to cheer her on, chanting her name softly at first, then louder. Outside, the police officers exchanged uncertain looks. The community's support for Marie and Jack was clear and powerful. The diners' reactions showed that they stood united against injustice, reinforcing their bonds and proving that they would not back down when one of their own needed help. The following day, the news of Marie's bold defense of Jack spread like wildfire throughout the town. By morning, whispers of the diner incident filled the air, and people were eager to discuss what had happened. Local newspapers reported the story, highlighting Marie's bravery and the community's support for Jack. As the sun rose higher, more townsfolk gathered at Marie's diner, eager to hear first-hand accounts from those who were present. Friends and neighbors shared their admiration for her courage, while others expressed their frustration over the police's actions. The diner buzzed with excitement and solidarity, creating a sense of unity among patrons. Word even reached neighboring towns, drawing attention from riders and bikers who felt compelled to show their support. Many decided to visit Marie's diner as a way to stand against injustice and honor her willingness to speak up for someone in need. With each passing hour, anticipation grew for what would happen next, setting the stage for a remarkable gathering that none could have anticipated. As news of the diner incident circulated, a group of bikers in a nearby town decided to take action. They were deeply moved by Marie's courage and wanted to show their appreciation for her standing up for Jack. Through their online forums, they quickly organized a gathering at Marie's diner, aiming to demonstrate solidarity and support for both her and the community. The bikers put out the word, inviting as many riders as possible to join them for a show of strength and unity. "Let's meet at Marie's diner this weekend," one post read. "Bring your bikes, your friends, and let's show her we stand together." Excitement built as word spread. People who had never met Marie were eager to be part of this supportive movement. As the planned gathering approached, anticipation grew in the community. Marie's diner would soon transform into a vibrant hub of camaraderie, with bikers and townsfolk coming together to celebrate justice and friendship. Everyone could feel that something extraordinary was about to happen, and they couldn't wait to witness it. The day of the gathering arrived, and excitement filled the air around Marie's diner. As early morning light broke, the sound of revving engines echoed in the distance, drawing curious onlookers to the windows. One by one, bikers began to arrive, their colorful jackets and gleaming chrome shining bright against the backdrop of the diner. Within hours, an impressive procession of nearly 200 bikers lined the street, their motorcycles parked proudly outside. The buzz of laughter and camaraderie grew louder as riders greeted each other and shared stories. People from the town poured out of their homes, eager to join in the festivities and show their support for Marie and Jack. Inside the diner, Marie could hardly believe her eyes as she watched friends and strangers come together in such a remarkable way. Patrons cheered as she stepped outside to greet the bikers, her heart swelling with pride and gratitude. This gathering had become more than just a show of solidarity. It was a celebration of community spirit that promised to resonate far beyond that day. The atmosphere at Marie's diner was electric, filled with laughter, warmth, and a deep sense of unity. Bikers in their leather jackets mingled effortlessly with local families and friends, breaking down barriers that once seemed insurmountable. The rich aroma of breakfast wafted through the air, attracting even more patrons who were curious about the festivities. Outside, bikes were parked in neat rows, their chrome parts glinting in the sunlight as riders swapped stories and shared smiles. Inside the diner, long tables overflowed with diverse faces, young children excitedly pointing at the bikes while older folks reminisced about the good old days. Marie moved between tables, spreading joy as she served coffee and food, heartened by the bustling energy that filled her beloved diner. A live band had also set up in one corner, playing upbeat music that had everyone tapping their feet. As people clinked their glasses together and danced lightly in the aisles, it was clear that this gathering was about more than just support. It was a celebration of community and friendship forged through shared experiences and newfound connections. As the gathering continued, conversations flowed freely between bikers and patrons, creating an atmosphere of openness and understanding. A group of local teenagers approached a few bikers, initially hesitant but quickly drawn in by their friendly demeanor. They asked questions about their bikes and shared stories about their own interests, breaking the ice with laughter and genuine curiosity. An elderly woman named Mrs. Jenkins, who had always viewed bikers with skepticism, found herself chatting with a tattooed biker named Lisa. To her surprise, Lisa spoke warmly about her love for riding and the close-knit community she found among fellow bikers. Mrs. Jenkins listened intently, realizing that beneath the tough exterior, there were kind-hearted people who shared similar values. Throughout the day, stereotypes faded as personal connections blossomed. Families exchanged recipes with bikers, while children learned to appreciate the art of motorcycle culture. By the end of the event, barriers had been dismantled, leaving behind new friendships and a deeper understanding among everyone present, a testament to how empathy can bridge even the widest divides. As the gathering wound down, a sense of reflection settled over the diner. Patrons and bikers shared stories of their lives and challenges, bonding over the importance of standing up for one another in tough times. Marie looked around, her heart swelling with pride as she observed neighbors embracing each other, knowing they had created something special. This event had not only showcased their support for Jack, but it also ignited a spark of solidarity within the community. Conversations turned to how they could continue this newfound connection beyond the diner. Ideas about organizing regular community events began to emerge, aiming to maintain the spirit of unity that had blossomed that day. Marie realized that when individuals come together for a common cause, they can overcome prejudices and build lasting friendships. The collective strength they displayed reminded everyone that during moments of adversity, they were not alone. Their willingness to support each other reaffirmed their commitment to justice and respect, creating a tight-knit community ready to face future challenges together. This was just the beginning of a beautiful journey toward understanding and acceptance. As Marie watched the last of the bikers and patrons leave her diner, a wave of emotion washed over her. The outpouring of support had not only reinforced her belief in community, but also deepened her love for the diner that had become a safe haven for so many. She reflected on how, just days earlier, fear and uncertainty had filled the air, but now, those feelings had been replaced by joy and unity. Marie felt a profound sense of gratitude for everyone who had come together to stand up for one another. The diner was no longer just a place to eat. It had transformed into a symbol of resilience and friendship. She envisioned future gatherings where stories would be shared, relationships would grow, and the bonds between people would strengthen even more. This experience motivated Marie to continue fostering an environment where everyone felt welcome, celebrated, and heard. With renewed determination, she looked forward to organizing more events that would encourage understanding and connection among all members of her community. Her heart swelled with hope as she realized that through love and solidarity, they could overcome any challenge together.